matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's Roethlisberger's Panthers going up against Jared Goff's Ravens.
Larry, we are coming to you from the heart of Baltimore, nestled between Russell Street and I-395. We're at M&T Bank Stadium. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Baltimore Ravens. This will be taken short, and he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Catch here, left side, Thomas. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Third and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the third play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3-and-out and did just that. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Here's Roethlisberger. And his throw is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
On fourth down, Connor, but he will not make the first down marker, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there at 22. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
Here's Goff now on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. And the Ravens lead at 7-0. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. Roethlisberger will throw. And a reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Third and 2, now Roethlisberger looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Fresh set of downs here. Now Roethlisberger. Over to the right side, caught by Moncrief. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. Thomas, the man in motion left. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 3rd and short, Drake. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They begin the drive with Coleman. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, but they face a 2nd and long to start things out. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know, when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On first down, gone. Going for the deep ball. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howell. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be... Second down. Second down, it's Drake. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
Now on first down, Drake again. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll be third down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The Panthers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He dumps it off to Drake. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shane Ray in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. On second down, Roethlisberger. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And now it's third down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Panthers on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got an open man. It's Gronkowski. A very solid gain of 27. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son. And then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 4.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Sharif Floyd in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And, Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. They will run again with Coleman. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this.
And the Panthers bring in their nickel set as they try to defend here on 3rd down.
5 defensive backs. Out of the gun. Goff. Throw right side caught by O.J. Howard. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Goff
on first down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Getting out a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11. Roethlisberger. And Adams has it. Complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And his throw here's incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Second down now after the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Touchdown, Carolina. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to strike for 6.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. The final shot before break here. Goff. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The throw on second down is gone. A scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards on the play.
When I watched Jared Goff on tape at Cal, I saw a guy who wasn't just a dart thrower. You know, a lot of people said, he's perfect for the West Coast offense. I always thought he could do a little bit more, and that was the reason why. He can push it downfield. He has a good, strong arm.
Now a first down throw, gone. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Flush to his right. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. An agile move and a nice gain, then dropped at the 25-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Coleman. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Coleman now. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Slot man moves right. Now the Purdue man. This is Akeem Hunt. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. This is Coleman. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. A shotgun snap for gone. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, partner, the risk of piling on. Whenever Jared Goff fumbles the football, the first thing people are going to flash back on is leading up to the draft, the size of his hands. They were right on the borderline about what teams want in the size for a quarterback.
Well, you were knee-deep in all of that draft stuff when he was going through it. That was much talked about, you said.
It certainly was. I didn't think it was as big a deal as people made it out to be. To me, it's much more of a concentration thing, making sure that you're aware of it, take care of the ball a little bit better. I don't care what the size of your hands are. A lot of guys could use some work on covering the football, not letting the defense get to it.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And complete to Moncrief over the middle. A very solid gain of 27. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Right back to Drake. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Adams the man in motion right. On 3rd down, Drake. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at him.
Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here. 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On 2nd and 10, Goff. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Ravens on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Goff. This is caught. It's close. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Coleman. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Past the 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from taking the lead. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. Boswell on now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. It's Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The Panthers on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got Moncrief. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. He got 29 yards that time. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Drake. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's second down. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, that's taken in by Gronkowski. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. On first down, Drake. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. See if they stay on the ground for second down. Here's Roethlisberger. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now receiver in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And that'll be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field, and it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And now it's 2nd down. In motion right is Watkins. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. Now he's flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position to start the drive as that gets out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. A give to Drake running left. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Time running out here on the play clock. They stay on the ground with Drake. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force 1 more play before the 2-minute warning. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Now a handoff for Drake. And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball, by understanding where the receiver is running his route, allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They'll look to throw. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. He's back to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
And that absolutely cannot happen. Just a gain of a yard in this situation, you've got to get chunks of yardage. Otherwise, the defense...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And the wideout in motion. Back to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Panthers coming out now. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Panthers, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard
Polo to the flow though. You already know though. It's Adamville for real. You see ya, just take a photo. I'm reppin' that's on photo with a on your bro though. Cause that Dodo thought that he could rob a player for some dodo. Oh no, I'm so Allen Temple. I'm so England Mountain. I'm so Misty Valley. And I got a couple yesterday out of Cali. Am I bad from the valley? Bought me brand new balance. And I'm playing with a no American dream. Dusty road. Man, she been riding since her daddy rode on bold. I done in every hole, telling every I ain't with my wife, but if she meet her, might be a go. Rick Flair flashing. Don't I look dashing? Don't I look classy? Don't act so sassy. I'm the man, boo. That's with or without you. With what your say. Show me what that.
I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, but this the best. Hey, don't you see me out here shining better flex? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, but this the best. And even if we die today, gon' live forever. Live forever.
Daddy Patsy with 3 S's. Hit the S's, no S's on my chest, but all these diamonds got me blessed. Usually I don't do this. Dumb it down, go stupid. Since 17, been counting M's, my bank account's on goofy. They say gave up. Now who know what the truth is? Chicago full of my garage is full of hoop. This got that southern drawl and all that. My like ball bags. The South got something to say, and all y'all can't get y'all ball back. If I ain't a hot boy, then what do you call sacks? Daddy fat, y'all never ball back. Like clocks in the wintertime, we stay eating like it's dinner time. Been feasting and feasting big, but it ain't no rhyme. We don't know the meaning of drought, cause we keep it so wet, boy, I swear now it's been a while. Just speaking in general, boy, there is no formidable opponent or that bone that never step on it. When you wanna mind the kind of give it hope when they down and out. Dig a hole so deep, ain't no climbing out.
Yeah, I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, but this the best. Don't you see me out here shining better flex? I hear him talking reckless. I won't even stress. Just kill him softly with my press. Won't even address. They say I'm lonely at the top, this the best. And even if we die today, don't live forever. Live forever.
Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Get down on the. Yo, listen, just like I told Coco, my vision is you already know though. So go slow, back my logo, for show, Coco. Now get down on that.
Like the way it sounds, Frody?
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, fire like dragon. Man, I'm flying past Saturn. of here like I ain't that savage. Two. It's like I'm at the studio with Michael. You can hear me dancing on the beat. Bam, bam, about to put a mansion on the beach. 100 Latins in your lobby. That's what happens when you're around with body. And I put that in my mommy. I will never give my heart to a rocket. Just make a dance that goes with this song. Then I'ma be on. Basic, gon' dance to it. Basic, everywhere, gon' dance to it. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, in it. Let me breathe for a minute. Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe for a minute. White Range Rover, all in it. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that, shake that. You gotta, baby, shake that, shake that. Shake. I got 2 shows, I'm about to pitch another. Throwing alley-oops to my brothers. We all shine, nobody victims. I'm on these sweatsuits, black Pippins. I swag different. That's why the money in the bag different. Come up short, you'll have your fam. I lay on beaches and swerving whips. You ain't